Department's Sulong Educalidad program.
As we pivot from access to quality, we have to consider a well-developed curriculum, improved learning environment, upskilled teachers, and take into consideration responsive multi-stakeholders cooperation. All these and more are under the program Sulong Educalidad. But on top of these all, still health and safety are the #1 concerns of the Department of Education, especially at this time of pandemic.
Serving with heart.
Leading
with the heart. Envisioning with the heart.
Straight from the heart of DepEd Region 10.
education must be free.
People in their sleep. The unseen enemy crept like a thief in the night, smizing cunningly at people in their sleep, and one morning took hostage of humanity by surprise as the coronavirus pandemic continues to spread its ferocious rampage the world over. COVID-19 took the different sectors by storm, and education was no exception.
COVID-19 pandemic shocks the world. We didn't see this coming. We were caught unaware. This has created the new normal, and we have to embrace it by addressing the challenges it brings.
Determined to pursue the delivery of education amidst the COVID-19 pandemic, DepEd Region 10 launched its banner program dubbed as RX Adobe.
The Department of Education, Northern Mindanao, has crafted its learning continuity plans under the banner program RX Adobe, which stands for Region 10 Alternative Delivery of Basic Education. It underscores the alternative delivery modes under the remote teaching and learning. The 14 schools division offices of the region have crafted the learning continuity plans anchored on RX Adobe.
Always ready for education emergencies, DepEd Region 10 will continue its tradition of excellence in delivering its services anchored on the department's Sulong Edukalidad program.
As we pivot from access to quality, we have to consider a well-developed curriculum, improved learning environment, upskilled teachers, and take into consideration responsive multi-stakeholders cooperation. All this and more are under the program Sulong Edukalidad. But on top of this all, still health and safety are the #1 concerns of the Department of Education, especially at this time of pandemic.
Serving with a heart.
Leading
with a heart.
Envisioning
with a heart.
Straight from the heart of DepEd Region 10.
education must improve.
Around the activity and being thankful for whatever takeaway you get out of the experience. Your meaningful and wonderful experience in today's activity is Hi! For all of us to make the most of today's activity and have a wonderful experience, the following perfect 10 suggestions on proper etiquette in video conferencing are offered. Condition yourself for the activity by ensuring that you are prepared and available for active engagement. Dress properly for the affair by ensuring that you do not look sloppy. Test your internet facilities beforehand by ensuring that your microphone, speakers, headphones, and internet connectivity are in place. Blur your background or use a decent one by ensuring that your room or chosen background does not have distracting features. Find a quiet or private space by ensuring that your area is not vulnerable to unnecessary noise. Observe proper cueing and timing by ensuring that you get the right verbal and nonverbal cues when requesting to be recognized for a question or comment. Speak only when recognized by ensuring that your microphone and camera are turned off unless authorized. Demonstrate active engagement by ensuring that you manifest active listening and balanced communication, especially during a conversation. Show reverence and appreciation for the presenter by ensuring that you give the presenter your full attention. Finally, be grateful for the opportunity by ensuring that you imbibe a positive vibe throughout the activity and being thankful for whatever takeaway you get out of the experience. Your meaningful and wonderful experience in today's activity is important to us, Thank you.
To, Sir Marino.
Ayo.
Okay, that's great. Mukaon gyud ta no sa mga masustansyang pagkaon. Kay gisulti ra ba na ni Doc Myra ganina nga importante nga healthy ta kinahanglan ta mukaon sa masustansya nga mga pagkaon. And at the same time, observe health protocols. Okay, so this afternoon we only have one session, and we're supposed to start at 2 o'clock. Therefore, we still have a few minutes. Okay, we have around 30 minutes before we'll start our session. So please allow me to acknowledge our participants coming from the different divisions. So of course, I have to mention the schools division superintendents. Tungod kay ang atong mga audience karon, nagagikan man sa iba't ibang mga different sectors, no? Nagka-daiyang sector sa gobyerno, and we even have those coming from the non-government organizations. Okay, so magsugod ta sa Division of Bukidnon. It is headed by the Schools Division Superintendent Randolph Tortola and Assistant Superintendent Shambay Uzman. With the list of external and internal stakeholders, in my list we have Wendelin S. Valiascas, Divina T. Vardiza, Virgilia O. Pancho, Lucelle A. Ferber, Michelle Laguna, Ronilyn Limbago, Jovelyn R. Cabanza, and representatives from DepEd. Okay. Welcome, Division of Bukidnon. Adto ta sa Division of Cagayan de Oro City with Superintendent Jeremy Limbaco and Assistant Superintendent Alice Anghay. And the group is along with Sir Rinaldi Humilla, the Federated PTA Officer, Ma'am Jennifer Sabanto, and Sir Fulgent Thomas Garay from the same organization. And then we have from DSWD, Ma'am Aprilin May Canelen and Ma'am Berlin L. Ave. O from gikan usab sa local government unit, we have Ma'am Maria Dulce Potenciano. Let's proceed to Division of Camigan, headed by Superintendent Edgardo Abanil and Assistant Superintendent Lanila Palapar. The group is along with Attorney Rogen Dahl from si Attorney Rogen ay number 1 fan here sa office, no? Attorney Rogen is the Federated PTCA President. So present sab siya karon, and along with Ma'am Maida Gamo Baclayo of DSWG, and Honorable Archinito E. Sabakahan Jr., the Chairperson of Education Committee, Local Government Unit. From El Salvador City, shout out to Superintendent Olga Alonsabe and Assistant Superintendent Aliena Dahay. And from the Federated PTCA, we have Ma'am May Nanette C. Lontok, Sir Orlando M. Lumabang, Ma'am Coraline R. Tariao, and Sir Clinton A. Bitiga. That's from El Salvador City. Let's proceed to Hingog City, led by Superintendent Jester Dems Torres and Assistant Superintendent Connie Bell Mistal. And we have the PTA President, Engineer Danilo Gabia, and other education program supervisors and teachers. Let's proceed to Iligan City, led by Superintendent Roy Angelo Gazo and Assistant Superintendent Nympha Lago. Other representatives from Iligan City, from CSWG, Sir Fonji Frias R. Sakan, Ma'am Maureen A. Casha, the Federated PTA President, and the City Councilor Honorable Pichanilo M. Pardillo. Let's proceed to Lanao del Norte, led by Superintendent Idalberto Plinaria and Assistant Superintendent Mary Ann Aliera. Representing that division, we have representatives from the Federated PTA. We have Sir Dimatimpos A. Tomarumpong, Board of Director of the PTA. And we also have from MSWT, Ma'am Federiza Lau Samson, and the representative of Mayor Barry Baguio, Ma'am Beth Q. Baguio. From Malaybalay City, led by Superintendent Victoria Gazo and Assistant Superintendent Sanaray Amit, we have representative of the PESPA, Sir Benjamin M. Bukawe, from Malaybalay City District, Malaybalay City Division Federated PTA President, Sir Zoltan Dindo D. Dinlayan, and the head of DSWD, Ma'am Ivy Amor Orbina. Let's proceed to Misamis Occidental, led by Superintendent Edwin Maribuho and Assistant Superintendent Myra Mibato. Representatives from the different sectors, we have from the Federated Parents, Teachers, and Community Association, Sir Euben A. Humawan, Sir Marcelo A. Sumailo Jr., Sir Joy Noel S. Canlas, Ma'am Lani A. Leonen, Ma'am Leila May S. Alfiler, Ma'am Erlinda T. Handomon, Ma'am Marilu L. Quizon, and Sir Emmanuel D. Alferez. And of course, the Honorable Mayor of Bonifacio, Municipality of Bonifacio, Honorable Samson Ardo Manhog, and from DSWS, Ma'am Laurelie J. Yee. Division of Misamis Oriental, led by Superintendent Jonathan de la Peña and Assistant Superintendent Rowena Paraon. Representatives from the Federated PTA, we have Sir Eric O. Mabilin and Sir Stevenson Takbobo. The General PTCA President, Sir Ruel Ignalig, and from DSWD, Yulibel Q. Agbo. From Division of Oroquieta City, led by Superintendent Ray Jesus Manuel and Assistant Superintendent Lorena Serrano. Okay, I just have one here, one name here I saw at the chat box. We have EDCOM Chair Honorable Donna R. Iog. So even without the list, I acknowledge all representatives from Oroquieta City. Let's proceed to Division of Ozamis City, led by Superintendent Jean Deloso and Assistant Superintendent Odi Boris. Representatives from the different sectors we have. From the Division Federated PTA, Ma'am Juvie Ingracia, the President, and Rogeline Recla, the Secretary, and parent representatives of the parent group, Alfes Simafranca. Let's move on to Division of Tangub City, led by Superintendent Agustines Tepe and Assistant Superintendent Rosemary Macesar, along with the City Councilor and EDCOM Chair, Honorable Filoteo C. Almohoro, ABC President, Honorable Mary Grace V. Tabalba, from LGU-CSWD, Ma'am Virgilita A. de los Santos, from DSWD, Catherine F. Pasco, the Federated PTA President, Ma'am Susan M. Lata, and the Vice President, Ma'am Maria Riza C. Pastor. And from Division of Valencia City, led by Superintendent Ribon Famil R. Baguio and Assistant Superintendent Eugene Macahis, along with the representatives from the Federated Parents Teachers Association, Sir Veronico P. Barte Jr., Sir Lemuel P. Liano, and Sir Ariel S. Carbon. And to everyone, those are watching FB live stream And those who are here inside at the Google Meet, maayong hapon or maayong palista natong tanan. It's 1:30 and I see now we have a total of 77 people yet. 77 pata ang naadinhi karon. We're supposed to have more than 100. So, doon na lang ko yung gamay nga reminders. Naman tayo open forum, no? Kung gusto tayo sulti, open our cam and then open our mic, raise our hands so that we can be recognized. And as to your attendance na ay link sa taas, I hope makita ninyo na din sa sorry. Gipost sa Curriculum Learning Management Division that at Region 10, and yun nakita din ha. That attendance is good for 2 days. Okay. So I'd like to read. Nag-iko. Makita ko sa namo ang akong asa dapit ha. Please give me a signal kung ako ang kuan okay ra ba? I don't know. Nag-echo. Hello. For a while, i-check lang ako ang kuan. Ang sounds ka nag-echo. Hello. Ang echo di ay is within the office na kay naghan mi naka-open. All the supervisors here at the Curriculum and Learning Management Division are required to attend ng God. That's why medyo makadungog ko sa echo. I'd like to read the post ganina ni Sir. Ito, kay Sir Tuting. Please correct me, Sir Tuting Dolcep. Is Sir Tuting here? I'd like to read this. Sir Tuting. This is during the talk of RD, no, ganina? For sa presentation. So, DepEd Region 10 is ready. Correct. Tama po tayo. Ready na po tayo. And we're not afraid. I know COVID-19 can stop us. According to Sir Tuting Dolcep, DepEd Region 10 is ready. We have given all the options in how we can still continue delivering education in spite of the pandemic. Mayor Moreno, together with the members of the LSB, are 100% behind all the plans of DepEd. Our partners, Synergia Foundation, Teach for the Philippines, and Ayala Foundations have signified also their intention of support in delivering education at this time of new normal. We will work with you through the parents, PTA, and SGC. Wow, thank you po, Sir Dolcep. It's good to know that. Saka, yeah, sabi ni RD kanina, di ba? Sayang yung time natin. Notes sa sinabi ni RD kanina. Our children need support. Tapos, kailan pa daw tayo kagawa ng ating paghahanda? If not now, take advantage of the opportunity to prepare because today, even yesterday, these are appropriate times to prepare. To prepare even before, no? Pag once narinig natin yung COVID-19, we are prepare ourselves to face that. Kung ano yung ibigay niya sa atin, no? And how this pandemic brings anything to us. Yan. May I read to you Sir William Agumana's post here? This was this morning, no? Good AM po, just sharing for CDO, National High School, Junior High School Division of Cagayan de Oro City, in collaboration with our GPPA, SGC, alumni, and other stakeholders, support the purchase of a Risegraph, galing naman, machine, Risegraph machine po for the production of learning modules. Wow.
Adobe.
The Department of Education, Northern Mindanao, has crafted its learning continuity plans under the banner program RX Adobe, which stands for Region 10 Alternative Delivery of Basic Education. It underscores the alternative delivery modes under the remote teaching and learning. The 14 schools division offices of the region have crafted the learning continuity plans anchored on RX Adobe.
Always ready for education emergencies, DepEd Region 10 will continue its tradition of excellence in delivering its services anchored on the department's Sulong Kalidad program.
As we pivot from access to quality, we have to consider a well-developed
Hello? Kumusta? I just received a call from RD. Nangusta po siya. If how many are we here now? 87 yet. Sir Elson. Sir Elson, ituloy mo na yung ating ito yung promotional natin. Sir Elson.
Safety are the #1 concern of the Department of Education, especially at this time of pandemic.
Serving with heart.
Leading in a heart. Innovation in a heart.
Straight from the heart of DepEd Region 10.
Education must be
The unseen enemy, crept like a thief in the night, slicing cunningly at people in their sleep.
May audio sa imo.
Hindi mo na ako.
Ako na isa?
Hindi mo na.
Ako na eh.
Wala mo nag-present po.
Wala lagi. May isa na present.
One morning, two hostages of humanity by surprise as the coronavirus pandemic continues to spread its ferocious rampage the world over. COVID-19 took a different sectors by storm, and education was no exception.
COVID
We would like to remind everyone that this is training of trainers. So we are expecting for the next step, no? Because this is going to be 2 days. So we expect that after this, you will have a plan of when are you going to have your division activity. And so maybe you have already included your plan for the next steps. Hello. So we have few minutes. I'll just read to you the next steps with the topics that we have for this webinar. I hope we can already arrange as early as now know who will be from among your team, who will talk on the topic of RDR, or you may invite him, maybe so the young time, so at least na siguro inyong i-assign for that. And then for the topic of Dr. Yi, you can also assign that to any of the team, because this is training of trainers. And also the topic of this afternoon, and then tomorrow we'll have 2 topics. So as what Ardy said, kung pwede siya i-set ninyo og 1 day during your division activity, pwede, no? Especially nga lisod kayo pagkuha na to time sa atong mga participants. Okay, I am now seeing 90 people here in our link. So I'll just wait for go signal if we will start. Okay. This afternoon, we are actually blessed with the presence of our speaker, who will share on the roles and responsibilities of parents. She is a family-oriented, a good friend of mine, and her husband is also Schools Division Superintendent of Iligan City. Ladies and gentlemen, this woman needs no long introduction because she has been assigned to several divisions. The Superintendent of Division of Malaybalay City, please help me welcome Dr. Victoria V. Gazo, CESO 5, Schools Division Superintendent, Malaybalay City, to talk on roles and responsibilities of parents. A warm applause for SDS Vicky. Ma'am Vicky. Okay.
Camera.
Please go ahead.
Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon, ma'am. Thank you so much for the invitation. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, Ma'am Vicky. Pwede po i-adjust ang volume ng ano mo, Ma'am Vic? Your mic, please.
Okay,
Volume.
for a while.
Yes, please.
Tinay, good.
Okay, I think that's better. Okay.
Loud and clear, ma'am.
Okay, loud and clear. Thank you, Ma'am Vicky. Go ahead.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon to all the participants of this webinar and to our very beloved Regional Director, RDR. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to share to discuss about crucial rules and responsibilities of parents. So pag-usapan natin, balikan natin ang ating mga roles, ating mga tungkulin at responsibilidad para sa ating mga anak. Ngayon, dahil titingnan natin sa ngayon, ang global pandemic po, the global pandemic paved the way to the so-called new normal. And this posed a big challenge among parents to re-examine their critical roles to their children's education. So balikan po natin ang legal basis. Ano po ang balikan po natin ang legal basis, the Family Code of the Philippines, Article 220 stipulates the role of parents to their children. Di pala ito naka-slide for a while. So, number 1, to keep them in their company, to support, educate, and instruct them by right precept and good afternoon, and to provide for them upbringing in keeping with their means. So alam kong lahat naman ng mga magulang, lahat tayo mga magulang, we are mandated by the law to keep company and support, educate, and instruct our students, our children. I know, alam na natin ito. Number 2, to give love and affection, advice and counsel, companionship and understanding. Alam mo mga magigiting na kasali dito sa ating webinar, we cannot underscore the love. Even if we have been experiencing difficult times as of this time, love is always a strong connection to sacrifice for our children. Yesterday, I was attending the League of Barangay meeting, and when I presented our plans, there are so many barangay captains who asked me about or share their doubts about how can they support their children during this time when they are not allowed to report to school or our schools are close as of this time. Alam ko, mabigat yun, mahirap, lalo na sa mga working parents, lalo na sa mga solo parents. Pero because of love, we can do many things. We can do it to support our children. Third, to provide them with moral and spiritual guidance, inculcate in them honesty, integrity, self-discipline, self-reliance, industry, thrift, stimulate their interest in civic affairs, and inspire them compliance with the duties of citizenship. So these are the mandates or the laws identified, the roles of the parents identified by the Family Code of the Philippines. Next is to furnish them with good and wholesome educational materials, supervise their activities, recreation, and association with others, protect them from bad company, and prevent them from acquiring habits detrimental to their health, studies, and morals. Yesterday, during the meeting of the barangay captains, they also asked what will be the responsibilities of parents. Pwede, unsa kuno ang pwede, unsa na buhaton sa Pilipinas, mga ginikanan na abay bayronon ning distance learning that will be implemented by DepEd now, na aba kuno'y bayran kay ang mga ginikanan karon naglisod og maayo. So as much as possible, while according to the law, the parents should be supporting the education of their children by giving them wholesome educational materials. While it happens, that is a responsibility also. That is a responsibility of parents to support our children, as parents to support our children in providing them wholesome educational materials. So ano ba yung mga materials na kakailanganin kung gusto ng mga parents po na mag-online classes? So kailangan nilang mag-install ng internet connection sa bahay at bumili ng mga laptops para gamitin ng mga bata while they are learning at home. Next is to represent them in all matters affecting their interest. So kailangang alam natin kung ano ba ang interest ng ating mga bata, and then we are ready to represent them. Six, to demand from them respect and obedience. So that is the viewpoint of the Bible. Children, accordingly, in Ephesians 6:1-3, chapter 6, verses 1-3, you can find them this line or this law. Children, obey your parents in the Lord. So it's stipulated in Ephesians that children need to obey their parents, and we have to demand from them respect and obedience. So obedience to the rules and regulations, obedience that you have to implement during this pandemic while children will be learning at home. Number 7 is to impose discipline on them as may be required under the circumstances. Proverbs 13:24, whoever spares the rod hates his son, but he who loves him is diligent to discipline him. So this time, we need really to discipline our children. One of the barangay captains shared that their school heads in their barangay really asked help from the barangay captain to ensure that the children will be reporting to school during the old time. So what happened now, if it is not easy for it was not easy for the teachers before to bring the children in school, how much more in the houses. So siguro walang problema kasi ayaw ng mga bata doon sa eskwelahan, gusto lang doon sa bahay. So mas mabuti ngayon dahil they will be learning at home. Next is to perform such other duties as are imposed by law upon parents and guardians. So these are the roles and responsibilities identified in the family code. According to the Bible, this is very common. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. Alam natin kung ano ang bilang mga magulang, alam natin kung ano ang mabuti para sa ating mga anak upang lumaki silang responsable, produktibo, at mabuting tao. Pero it will not happen. This will not happen if we will not do something, if we will not be educating, supporting their education. According to our Secretary, Honorable Leonor Martolis-Briones, she is very emphatic in sharing this one, in telling us that education must continue even in the times of crisis, whether it may be a calamity, disaster emergency, quarantine, or even war. Whatever is the circumstance, education must continue. That is why we are the whole DepEd family in the whole country is preparing for the distance learning, because as of this time, we are in crisis, we are in COVID-19 pandemic, but while we are in crisis, our lives must continue, the lives of our children must continue. And the work of the children is to study. So we have to support our children in school, at their home, ensure that they continue to learn while staying at home during this crisis. Undersecretary for Finance, Annalyn M. Sevilla, said the cooperation and support coming from parents will be very important as the entire basic education system braces for the so-called new normal. So yung mga parents po, kabado po sila kasi ang sabi nila, hindi po sila guro. Hindi sila trained to teach their children at home. And adding to the concern is they are working parents. As I've said, we can always think of a new strategy on how to face this learning, how to implement this learning at home while we are here in this time with this crisis. I would like to share with you a story about the mother and the daughter. So I know you have heard this, but I would like to give emphasis on the love of the parents to their children, that they can do many things or they can do everything for their child. I remembered, I have read an article about the child, about the mother and the child, the Manona, who was affected by a strong earthquake. Then when the house collapsed, the mother and the daughter was buried underground. There were search and rescue operation. For 3 days, after 3 days of searching for the mother and the daughter, nakita nila ang anak at ang ina sa ilalim ng bahay. They have enough space to breathe, so buhay silang dalawa. But when the rescuer get them outside of the house that collapsed, they noticed that the mother, si mama at ang ina niya, was divided. The mother couldn't reach or breastfeed her child because there was a boulder of stone that separated them. Every time the child cried, the mother was so anxious how to help. The mother was so anxious how to help the child who is crying when she cannot come near to her. But the rescuer were so amazed because when they rescued the mother and the child and her child, the child was so energetic while the mother is dying. So when they tried to find out, because the mother couldn't breastfeed and embrace the baby, and when the baby was so hungry, the mother find a way to provide for her daughter. So ano ang ginawa ng ina? Unsa may gibuhat sa iyahang mama? Gisamaran niya ang iyang tudlo. And then every time nga muhilak ang iyang anak, iyang ituno lang iyang tudlo. So the child is sucking the blood and water of her mother. Kaya the child, which is supposed to be not surviving in that situation, she was able to survive because the mother find a way to sacrifice herself in order for the child to live. So ganun po yung mga magulang. Ganun po yung mga ina. Gagawin po lahat ng kayang gawin upang mabigyan ng buhay, mabigyan ng tamang edukasyon ang mga anak. Sa ngayon, maraming mga parents na parang galit sila, no? Yung tanong nila, anong gagawin? Parang ang galit-galit nila na kailangang ipagpatuloy ang edukasyon ng kanilang mga anak. But I know at the back of their mind, they just wanted siguro some other strategies to deliver na hindi sa kanilang bahay. Pero sa ngayon, I know everything will be fine. Education of the children will be happening at home. kasi kaya nating magsakripisyo. Tulad ng ina na binigay niya ang kanyang buhay sa kanyang anak upang mabuhay lang, magagawa din natin ito sa ngayon. DepEd is preparing the implementation of multimodal approaches to learning, such as online learning, modular learning, RBI, and RBI, and other forms of distance learning. Pwede rin ang homeschooling. Face-to-face classroom instruction may still not be possible if school remain closed due to the continued threat of COVID-19. Siguro, matagal-tagal pang sirado po ang ating mga classrooms, ang ating mga paaralan. Kaya kailangan gumawa ng paraan upang maipagpatuloy ang edukasyon ng ating mga bata. Marami tayong approaches, yung modular approach. Dito sa Malaybalay po, ang pinipili po ng ating mga magulang ay modular approach. Konti lang yung online kasi konti lang yung may internet connectivity. We have smaller classroom sizes, Saturday classes, and other alternative delivery modes are also being considered to ensure that learning of students will continue. The role of the parents, especially on an online platform, is very relevant and huge. Kaya kailangang tanggapin natin na ganito na talaga tayo, hindi pwedeng mag-aral ang mga bata sa paaralan. Kaya yung parents should take care of their students while learning at home using an online platform. If online learning will be used, there are several considerations that would require parents' participation and involvement. So ang tanong ng mga parents, ano daw ang gagawin nila? So ang gagawin nila, kapag para sa kanilang mga anak, bigyan nila ng mga gadgets, bigyan nila ng internet connection, among others. Ang sabi ng iba, paano namin mag-internet? Paano namin bibili ng laptop nga wala nga silang pagkain, wala kaming mga pagkain, wala kaming trabaho. So it's not only that. That is why we have our modular approach. The DepEd will be providing modules to all our students. Those who are not choosing online classes will be provided with modules para yun ang gagawin ng mga bata sa kanilang bahay. Going back to online learning, after the children are exposed to online learning, or once they have experienced the online platform learning, the next aspect is the follow-up, especially how the learner has performed after the online instruction. So it's always a need, it's always a requirement of the parents or the guardian to follow up their children about the activities on the online. Ano ba yung performance nila? Hello, naririnig pa ba ako? Hi.
Yes po. Yes po.
Loud and clear, ma'am.
Loud and clear.
Yes, parang meron daw connection problem. Thank you so much. So, ways to help keep media use positive and helpful. So, may mga parents ding nagsasabi na very excited na po sila dahil high teach daw ngayon, online. Gustong-gusto nilang mag-online. Mayroon ding mga parents na gustong-gustong mag-online ang kanilang mga anak and ready na. Sabi nila, ready na po daw sila para sa online classes. Nung sinabi kong modular, medyo nalungkot sila. Ano ma'am, akala namin online na tayo ngayon. So I told them na hindi lahat. It's just an option of the parents kung gusto nilang mag-online. So kung mag-online ang mga bata, ano po yung tulong na ibigay sa kanila ng mga magulang? So pag may problema, contact teachers about education online and offline activities your children should do. So, ngayon, patapos na po ang enrollment, patapos na po ang enrollment, alam na ng mga teachers kung sino sa kanilang mga estudyante ang mag-online or offline activities, sino naman yung walang kapasidad para sa online classes. So, kapag ang mga bata, lalo na dito sa urban areas, ay pwede sila marami ding mga bata ang pwedeng mag-online. So pag mayroon silang mga platforms, ICT, media, social media, ganito sabi niya, so use social media for good. Check in with your neighbors, friends, and loved ones. If schools are closed, find out if there are ways to help students who need meals or internet access for at-home learning. So we need to help each other. Sabi nila, it takes a village to educate a child. It takes a village to educate a child. So we have to use the social media for others to be involved, for other stakeholders and members of the community or friends will be able to help with these children learning at home. Use social media also for social connection. Social distancing can be isolating. If your kids are missing their school friends or other family, try video chats or social media to stay in touch. So sabi nila medyo stress ang mga bata ngayon kasi nasa bahay lang sila, hindi sila pinapayagang lumabas. So kung mayroon kayong available connection, so ang social media is a very good thing, a very good avenue for connecting to friends. Then choose quality for the online classes, online, offline. Choose quality content and use trusted sources to find out. This is very important, especially that there are so many risks in the online classes also. While students should not be left alone when they are doing online classes. Somebody in the family should be monitoring these activities because there are many things in the media or in the internet, social media that may harm them. Use media together. This is a great opportunity to monitor what your older children are seeing online. Yun ang sinabi ko. And follow what your children are learning. Even watching a family movie together can help everyone relax while you appreciate the storytelling and meaning that movies can bring. So, yung mga wala na tayong ABS-CBN ngayon, isa na lang yung TV natin, parang GMA na lang. But it will be very, very important that when our children will be using media or even mga TV, the parents should be there to know what the children are watching. Take your child to work, virtually to work, working from home. Take your child to work day without even ever leaving home. The next, limits are still important. Yes, very important ang limitation. Ano ba yung limitation na binigay ninyo ng mga bata? So I heard one parent na sabi niya, 30 minutes lang yung laro ng mobile legend, 30 minutes lang. So dapat there are limitation in the use of technology. Always technology use should not push out time needed for sleep, physical activity, reading, or family. Make a plan about how much time kids can play video games online with friends. Yung mga, kailangan din ng mga bata yun kasi maboboard po sila sa bahay. And where their devices were charged. Limitation is important. Learning at home. Accordingly, involve families in learning at home. We will be involving families with their children in academic learning at home, including homework, goals setting, and other curriculum-related activities. So families, children, the parents, and the child should be involved in and other siblings. So may mga tanong po yung mga parents na paano, hindi na kami magpa-enroll kasi doon na sa bahay mag-aaral yung mga bata. Hindi namin alam kung paano suportahan yung mga bata kasi raw hindi sila marunong bumasa. Sabi ko sa mga teachers kapag ganun ang problema ng mga bata, pag-usapan yun. Kasi yung mga teachers naman during this time will be visiting the houses, the homes to follow up the learning of the students. So maybe they will be given special attention by the teachers, those parents who cannot support, who cannot assist their children in learning. So the teachers might be giving them a special time. So when this problem was raised, the teacher is expected to discuss with the parents that they should not worry even if they don't know how to read, but we will continue to help our students under these families. That is why during the survey sa enrollment, inalam natin kung ano yung educational qualification ng ating mga mag-aaral. Decision making include families as participants in school decision, governance and advocacy activities through school councils or improvement teams, committees, and other organizations. Of course, diba, marami tayo. This August, there will be series of meetings or orientation of parents because we need to know their opinions also. We need to know their worries so that we will be able to decide better in this situation. Collaborating with the community, yes, as I've said, coordinate resources and services for families, students, and the school with community groups. So a while ago, we can use this. We can do this through social media. Our principals are very good in this part. They are very good in this collaboration with the community. I know the community, the local government unit, the barangay unit, they can really help us in order for us to be successful in this time. So let us also set clear objective. Both teachers and parents must set a target. And not even teacher and parents only. We have to involve the students. They should know. They should know why is this happening. They should understand that we have to help them understand why classrooms are closed as of this time and why they have to stay at home. Then this is the willingness to cooperate. I was asked that there are parents who did not enroll their children because they do not want their children to report to school. But now this reporting to school is already scrapped because of the firm decision of the president that schools will be closed until a vaccine is discovered. So we need to deliver education to our students at home, and we need the parents to willingly cooperate and go an extra mile just to achieve a successful continuing education of their children. There are 5 ways to help children the COVID-19 pandemic. So let us listen to this video. Oh, nawala po ang sound. Let's repeat.
So, Ma'am Vic, I will request Sir Elson to assist you, Ma'am Vic. I'll just hold him for a while.
Ma'am Angie?
Yes, Ma'am Vic.
Marinig ba po yung aming video?
Hindi po, wala po siyang sound, Ma'am Vic, but I am calling Sir
Ayun,
Elson.
walang sound.
Wala po. Baka sa Facebook meron yan. Ganito talaga yan, Ma'am Vicky.
Anyway.
I-fix na natin.
So dahil hindi niyo marinig, anyway, there is a discussion in the next slide. So 5 ways to help children learn during the COVID-19 pandemic according to UNICEF. According to Robert Jenkins. So let's just forgo this video and continue to discuss. So according to Robert, 5 ways parent help children learn during the COVID-19 pandemic. UNICEF. Number 1 is plan a routine together. Make learning a shared plan between the child and the parent. So this time, even how young the children, they should be involved in the planning of the routine. Let each one take responsibility in actualizing the plan and do progress monitoring for plan adjustments. The teachers will give a suggested daily study routine that includes playtime and reading time for the parent and the child. Reading time that the parent and the child will adapt or they may modify it. Parent and teacher will further discuss the plan to ensure success. So number 1, very important ways. Number 1 way to help our children learn at home is you have to plan a routine together. And this plan should be, as much as possible, should be coming from the child at first, and discuss with the child why sometimes the choices of the children will not be possible. In this way, the child will take responsibility because the plan was done by them, by the child, collaboratively with the parent. Number 2 is have open conversations. Encourage children to ask questions and express their feelings. Remember that children have different reactions to stress. Kung ma-stress ang mga magulang, ma-stress ang mga guro, stress din ang mga bata. Dahil it is also their first time experience to be learning at home. Yung iba siguro may experience na, pero most of our students have no experience to study at home. Exercise for us parents, we have to exercise utmost patience and understanding, and we have to listen and empathize with them. So first, plan a routine with your children, then have open conversation so that you will know what are the concerns of our children while they are learning at home. Next is protect children online. Kasi maraming mga risk ang online, maraming mga nude pictures, yung mga may mga online program na hindi dapat makita ng mga bata. So that is why if they have their online classes, there must be an adult who will be supervising the class. Number 5 is keep in touch with your children's teacher in school. So because our teachers will not be visiting always your child for a week, because the teachers will be hopping from one house to the other, then you should be the one to find time to keep in touch with the teacher so that you will be guided. If you have some concerns and your students some concerns, you can discuss it with the teacher assigned during this time. So please know the teachers who is in charge of your children, so that if you have some concerns, if you have some questions, then you can talk to the teacher. Meron pang take your time. So, ano yung take your time? Start with shorter learning sessions and make them progressively longer. So on August 24, we will be providing modules to our students. And during the time, you have to start planning the routine of the students while learning at home. So accordingly, there is a recommendation that you have to start with shorter learning sessions at first para dili sad ma-stress kaayo ang mga bata, especially nga we have just started. So bit by bit, start with shorter learning sessions and make them progressively longer. Then, how to protect? Discuss how internet works, what they need to be aware of, and what are the things that should be avoided. And keep in touch with teacher of your child. The teacher will visit home to monitor the progress of your child and provide assistance. So be ready with your questions, with your concerns. Every time your teacher will be visiting you because they have limited time. According to Colin Sale in his Diversity and Inclusion, parents' love for children is the single greatest and most underutilized natural resource in education. Yes, if the parents, may mga parents no na they really parang tinatawag natin stage mom, stage father, stage mother, stage father kasi masyado ding nakikialam sa buhay ng mga anak nila. Pero it's because of love. Parents' love is the greatest and most underutilized natural resources in education. Yung mga teachers naman, alam ninyo, nafe-feel ninyo, na lahat ng mga bata na very supportive ang parents, magaling sila sa klase, maganda ang kanilang mga grado. Unlike those parents naman na parang walang pakialam, so medyo problematic din yung mga bata in school. So ngayon, alam kong yung mga parents, mahal nila ang mga anak nila, kaya nilang gawin ito kahit mahirap. Parents now have the responsibility of making sure their kids continue their education at home. Alam ko yung mga barangay officials yesterday, parang galit sila sa akin, parang ginigrill nila ako. Galit sila kasi bakit daw ganito, ganyan, wala silang panahon. Ganon. Pero in the end, nag-mellow down naman because hindi naman natin ginusto ito. Hindi natin ginusto na yung mga bata ang mag-aaral sa bahay. While mag-aaral naman talaga noon sa old normal, mag-answer sila ng kanilang mga assignments, pero hindi pareho ngayon. Dahil pupunta pa rin ang mga bata, ang mga mag-aaral sa school, hindi pareho ngayon na yung mga bata will be at home 24/7. So ano po ba yung involvement na gusto natin para sa ating gusto nating ibigay, or ano ba yung involvement ng mga magulang in education? So ano yung involvement nila? Kailangan nilang maki-collaborate with the teacher. So ngayon, yung parents and teachers should have a better relationship, a professional relationship, so that they will know what happened or what will be happening on the first week of classes. They have to ask about the learning task for the week. Ngayon, sinasabi natin sa ating mga guro at mga school heads, principal, na dapat mayroong individual learning plan ang mga bata na ginagawa ng mga guro. Yung individual learning plan, individual learning schedule of the students should be discussed with the parents, because the parents should adjust, or the schedule will be adjusted, modified by parents based on their time. They have to make time for their children, so they have also to make time for their work. So this collaboration is very important. Next is setting up a learning space. Kahapon nang tinanong ako ng mga barangay officials, paano daw mag-aral yung mga bata? Ano daw yung responsibilidad ng mga magulang? Magbabayad ba sila? Kailangan bang may additional cost daw kasi wala silang pera? Sabi ko, wala namang bayad. Hindi kayo magbabayad except those online classes. Yung modules, hindi naman babayaran yun. Free yun. Pero kasi baka kukulangin ng papel, kailangan nating mag-rotation ng mga modules. Ang sabi ng parent na isa, ay risky daw yung rotation kasi baka may COVID na yan, di ba? Sabi ko, di ba mga 8 hours lang naman. So after, on Friday, i-retrieve yung mga modules, then ibibigay sa Monday na naman. So there will be 2 days nga hindi nagalaw yung mga workbooks, modules. Kaya siguro patay na rin yung mga virus. Pero ang sabi din ng iba, mayroon daw powdered nga parang ma-disinfect siya. So ngayon, set up a learning space. We will discuss more about learning space later. Schedule a regular study time, yung schedule na pag-usapan ninyo sa bata, sa teacher at sa parents. The learner, the teacher, and the parents should be part in the discussion of the regular study time. Then create a plan with the child. Okay, balik-balik na yun. Home study tips. Number 5, keep distraction to a minimum. So, dapat hindi distracted ang mga bata while they are learning. Dapat yung TV nakasara panahon sa learning time. No loud music, and no phones. So, yung mga bata, huwag ninyong bigyan ng phone sa panahon ng study time nila para makafocus sila. Next is, make sure kids do their own work. Baka si Yaya ang gagawa ng work or si ate, si kuya, or si mama. It should be the children who should do their work. 7, be a motivator and monitor. Bigyan ng tap ng shoulder. Isa lang yun. Madali lang yun, no? Praise your child for their achievement. Bigyan ng hug, pwede ng hug at halik, no? Kasi member, nandun naman sila, one household. Next is, set a good example. Accordingly, kids are more likely to follow their parents' examples than their advice. So, pag salita lang, puro salita, kulang sa gawa, hindi yun masusunod ng mga bata. Even how much you advise them, you will just realize that they are not following your advice, but they are following your example. So be a good model, be a role model to your children. Praise their work and efforts. Yun. If there are continuing problems with homework, get help. Ask the teacher. So, ano yung working balance for working parents? So, kailangan ng mga parents na mag-isip ng magandang paraan upang maging balanse ang kanilang pagtatrabaho at pagtuturo ng kanilang mga anak. So, accordingly, parents across the country have been thrust into the role of homeschool teacher in the face of a global pandemic. So, this is true. This is a global pandemic. Ngayon, ang mga magulang po, sila po ang may malaking role of being a homeschool teacher. So sabi ng iba, yun na nga ang mahirap. Yun daw ang mahirap, yung sila na ang magtuturo. Hindi naman daw sila nag-aral na magturo. Trabaho daw iyon ng mga teachers, ng mga guro. Pero sa ngayon, hindi pa pwede ang mga guro. Hindi pwede ang mga guro na 24 hours sila sa iisang bata lang. The teacher will be hopping from one household to the other, from one student to the other. Kaya mag-take over na po ang mga parents, ang mga magulang. So sabi dito, gone is the morning race out the door to get the kids to school and parents to work. Now, the challenge many working parents face is structuring the day to make sure their children are still learning while also trying to do their jobs from home. Wow. Division of labor for both parents in doing household chores. Bilis-bilisan natin kasi wala ng oras. No, the different level of attention span of children. Younger children have shorter attention span. So in the plan, in the routine that the parents and the child will be preparing, they have to consider the attention span of the child. Discuss and agree with the children how learning at home will be done. Yeah, that's the planning. That is during the planning, the discussion, there must be a discussion. And after the discussion between the child and the parent, they will agree on how learning at home will be done. You may follow the suggested learning study schedule provided by the teacher, because our teachers are told to prepare a study schedule or learning schedule of the students. Or they may modify it according to balance it with their work. Set example for your child, create high-quality educational experience for your children while doing ordinary things. Then think creatively about work options. Try to negotiate work hours that fit with your whole life. Yes, yung working hours and study hours of the students should be planned very well para wala pong overlapping. Ideas include part time, flexi time, job sharing, and having your partner work less and parent more. So yung time, hindi naman, natakot po yung mga parents kasi akala nila na sila na yung magtuturo from 8 to 12 and 1 to 5. Iba, modules po ito, self-learning modules. Yung mga kailangan lang ng mga parents na to ensure that their students are really doing the modules, reading and doing the activities in the modules. Pag may tanong sila, hindi alam ng mga parents ang sagot, then call a friend, call a teacher. When life gets busy daw, you need to schedule time for yourself or you won't get it. Have boundaries such as close bedroom door and set rituals such as strict bedtime hours. Nurture your relationship. A happy parent has happy kid. Simplify your domestic life. Ask your partner to help more around the house. Have dry cleaning, groceries, or drugstore items delivered. Pay for a lawnmower. Sa mga medyo may pera ito. Simplify lang. Magtutulungan si mama at si papa sa mga trabaho, gawaing bahay. Noon, ang mga gawaing bahay, si mama lang daw. Pero ngayon, dapat tumutulong na rin si papa. The challenge for parents is how to care for their children's education while working. So sabi nila, mahirap daw. Pero ang sabi dito, huminga lang ng malalim. Take a deep breath. And together, we will get it through. So, ganito yan. Magtulungan tayo. Huwag matakot. Kasi pag gusto, may paraan. Pag ayaw, maraming dahilan. So, ideas to create the daily schedule. So, mayroon mga sharing dito kung paano natin sa homeschooling or learning from home, ano yung mga daily schedule ideas. First is create working and learning spaces. List the times for learning, exercise, and breaks. So ano yung mga oras na mag-aral sila, ano yung oras na mag-exercise sila, at ano naman yung oras na break time. May break time, breaks lang, KitKat, have a break, have a KitKat, parang ganun. Schedule time for nutritious lunch and snacks. So nutritious talaga. So, nutritious talaga ang snacks, lunch and snacks. Ano yan? Hindi yun ng Jollibee, hindi nutritious yan. Yung mga luto ng mama na may malunggay, kamunggay, alugbati, tangkong, panauban, basta mga vegetables. Then, learning spaces at home. So, paano ba? A home learning space helps develop child's creativity. Bakit kailangan ng learning space at home? So, ngayon, dahil ang pag-aaral ng mga bata ay hindi na sa paaralan, doon na sa bahay, kailangan sa bahay may learning space talaga yung mga bata. It's a conditioning of the mind. A home learning space helps develop child's creativity, sharpen their focus, and increase their motivation to read and learn. So magiging parang pagkatapos ng agahan, after breakfast, they will be preparing themselves to study. So where do we study? Where these children will study? In their home learning space. Kaya lahat ng mga magulang, kailangan nilang gumawa ng learning space or study space for their children. So doon sila magbabasa ng module, doon sila mag-online classes. Without a specific learning space, children will be easily distracted. So bakit mahalaga ang learning space? Para makafocus yung mga bata, hindi sila ma-distract, hindi sila ma-disturbo. Then, easy to follow learning time routines. Kung nandun sila sa kanilang learning space, ano sila, very conscious sila sa learning time routines. So by making the effort to set aside a special learning space for your child, parents are encouraging new skills that will impact child's life for a long time. So ngayon, sa mga bahay, talagang gagawa yung mga parents ng learning space because this will encourage new skills that will impact child's life for a long time according to study. So according to study yan, research. So what are the ideas to create daily schedule? Ganito, don't forget afternoon breaks, have dinner together as family, enjoy more family time in the evenings, playing, reading, watching TV, or exercising together. Stick with normal bedtime stories. So kailangan matulog as much as possible to make sure everyone gets enough sleep. Kailangan matulog ang lahat. Hindi lang ang anak ang matulog. Matulog din ang mga magulang para hindi sila stress kinabukasan. Everybody in the family should have enough sleep. It can be a space outside the main house. Create a space just for learning. So saan? Pwede siya sa tree house. Yung hindi lang masyadong mataas. Yung siguro yung tree house, pwede yung mga older children will go to the tree house. Yung iba naman, dedicated as learning space for other children and a learning space under the shade of the trees. So sabi ng barangay captain kahapon, paano yung mga learning space na yan na yung maliit lang yung bahay? Yung bahay maliit lang daw, marami sila. So marami siguro may mangga dyan malapit lang. So doon, gagawa ng table. Kawayan na table lang at upuan. Doon na sila, yun na ang learning space ng mga bata. So, in preparing a learning space, so you have to declutter the space. Bakit declutter the space? Because to remove distraction, remember less is more. So, yun na palaging sinasabi ko ng mga guro in structuring the room. Dapat hindi punong-puno yung room kasi they will be distracting the attention of the student. The same with the learning space. We have to declutter. Too many toys, books, and supplies can crowd a space, creating a feeling of chaos. So, balikan po natin yung number 1. Dedicate a corner in the room, sala, veranda, or under a shade as learning space. Then, create a comfortable space. Just like adults, children need to have a comfortable place to work. Make your space visual but not too visual. So yung space na gagawin ninyo, pwede ninyong lagyan ng mga pictures, poster, family photos, and other things that create a positive place where a child feels inspired, safe, and free to learn. Ensure any word, posters have positive reinforcement statements and shy away from hanging up rules. So yun, create a comfortable space, make your space visual, not too visual. Alam ko ang iba, mayroon na silang mga spaces. Paano ba yan? And in creating a space just for learning, number 5 is very important. Organize a well-lit area. Lighting can affect child's energy, attention, and achievement level. Dapat hayag ang learning space sa mga bata. Kay aron dili sila katulgon. Mo na siya ang giingon ni Christopher Alexander Emeritus Professor of Architecture of UK Berkeley ba? He said that low levels of light in classrooms affected students' ability to regulate their natural cycle of sleep and attention. Recently, every time I visited mga classrooms, noon sa old normal pa, sinasabi ko talaga sa mga teachers to remove the bulletin boards na doon nilagay sa mga bintana kasi madilim ang classroom. Kapag madilim ang classroom, nahihirapan yung mga bata to regulate their natural cycle of sleep and attention. So parang sleepy ang mga bata pag madilim ang classroom. Kaya huwag ninyong lagyan ng mga or sisikapin na maging maliwanag ang space na gagawin, learning space na gagawin sa bahay. Another study found that the more natural light or lighting that mimic natural sunlight, the greater the students' school attendance, achievement, and overall health. So, napaka-importante talaga na yung space for learning is maliwanag. Try to have books readily available. Yeah, 6, gather books and leave room for growth. So, dapat mayroon ding mga libro. So, bigyan sila ng modules, pero kung may mga libro, lagay doon sa learning space ng mga bata yung mga libro. You may ask books from their teachers. Sabi ng mga parents doon sa remote area, wala naman kaming mga libro, ma'am. Wala nga kaming radyo, wala kaming TV, wala lahat. So, kung wala lahat, siguro magtanong, just ask your teachers. Maraming mga book donations. Maraming mga schools natin na naka-receive ng book donations. So, siguro yung mga books na yan, sa halip na it will gather dust and dew in the bookshelves, naka-display lang sa bookshelves, ibigay yan sa mga bata, ipadala sa mga bata sa ilang balay para mabasa nila. Then 7, make it personal. Lastly, and probably the most impactful. The most impactful you can do when planning an educational space at home is making it personal to your child. Be sure the space plays into their interests and encourages your child to learn. So, yeah, parang pag mag-structure kayo doon sa learning space, it should be according to the interest of the child. The same yun sa pag-structure sa classroom. Pag interest ng teacher, hindi yun importante, hindi maa-attract ang mga students to see the structuring kasi pang adults kay si ma'am si ma'am kasi yung ginagawa niyang structuring ay yung gusto niya, hindi gusto ng mga bata. So it should be according to, based on the interest of the children. Oh, bakit nawala? Conclusion. Wala na yung conclusion. Conclusion, by creating a consistent space for learning, you promote lifelong learning as a priority in your family. So, napaka-importante talaga ang role ng mga magulang. Kasi sa space lang, consistent, ito lang sa paggawa lang ng learning space, you promote lifelong learning as a priority in your family. Yun na yung maiintindihan ng mga bata na para sa inyo, mga magulang, importante sa inyo ang lifelong learning. Home is just as important to a child's education as the schoolhouse. Parang pareho lang sila. There is a lot of learning that happens within your walls. So do not discredit the instruction that happens at home every day. Make education part of your daily routine. Yun lang mga parents. Yung mga agam-agam, yung mga takot ng ating mga magulang, pag-usapan natin. Pag-usapan natin o pang-alam natin kung paano sila tulungan. Okay, ito yung mga sources, creating a space just for learning. Ito yung mga sources, hindi po akin lahat yon. Kinopya ko lang ito dito sa, ito yung mga sinasabi ng mga experts. Kinopya ko lang ito sa mga sources. Galing ito sa mga sources na nasa screen. So, would like to, so hanggang 2:44 na pala. So, ito lang, samples of learning spaces. So, ganyan. Kasi yung mga learning spaces sa iba, masyadong maganda. Pero hindi naman kailangan ganyan. Pwede lang naman itong may table, may libro. Pero ito, learning space, may mga baso. So, siguro, i-declutter. Itong first na picture, siguro, i-declutter siya kasi may mga plato. Pag kumakain na sila, madidisturbo po si baby boy. Ito naman si girl, medyo high-tech siya, nakatingin sa laptop. Pero, siguro kayo na lang yung gumawa base sa discussion natin kanina. So, ito naman, masaya si baby dahil maraming mga babasahin. Ito yung mga modules na babasahin ng mga bata sa kanilang mga tahanan. So, pwede rin, ito ang ating learning space, kawayan lang, kasi ang sabi ng iba, hindi daw sila maka-afford. Hindi naman, marami naman kawayan doon. Kapag wala kayong kawayan, may kawayan naman yung kapitbahay ninyo. So, manghingi tayo, gagawa tayo ng tables at mga mga upuan. So, ito, shared sila, kasi ang sabi ng parent, paano yan? Anim ang mga anak namin. So, ganito lang. Pwede rin silang, they can share a table to work, to study together. Mas maganda, mas marami, mas bibo, mas daghan, mas bibo sila. So, look at that. Si baby girl, pwede naman siyang magtanong kapag hindi niya naintindihan. Pwede niyang tanungin yung mga kapatid niya. Alam kong alam ng mga kapatid kasi nag-aaral din. Kaya, huwag masyadong matatakot mga magulang kasi may paraan. Ito din, learning space in your high school siguro ito. Senior high school. Ito yung learning space din. Medyo cozy siya, medyo mahal din. Pero pwede din tayong gumawa ng learning space na kayang-kaya natin, affordable. Ito, learning space, mainit. Nasa labas, siguro walang space sa loob. Nasa labas, pero mainit. So, lagyan to ng shade, pwede na. Kasi maraming mga bulaklak, very cozy ang paligid, kaya lang mainit siya. So, lagyan ng shade yan. Kulang ng shade. Ito, nasa bahay lang, nakatingin sa smart TV. So, yung mga video lessons na nasa smart TV, maganda to kasi si Mami, nasa katabi talaga si Mami. So, siguro si Mami, full-time housewife lang. Full-time housewife. Hindi inilalang yung housewife kasi ang daming trabaho, no? So, ang daming trabaho sa bahay. Kaya, very good itong si Mami kasi nasa talaga, sinamahan niya si baby. Kasi pag online yan, maraming risk din sa online. Baka ano na yung ma-open ng anak, ano yung makikita nila na dapat hindi makita. Ganito rin, as corner lang sa bahay. So ito ang learning space dito, ginawa yung learning space ng bata sa bahay lang, sa loob ng bahay. So pwede naman yun. So ito rin, maganda rin itong learning space at saka high-teach si Iha. So, si learner very high-teach. So, naka-online class yan. So, pwede rin dito sa labas, pero may takip, may roofing talaga para hindi mainit. Very cozy naman yung picture, no? Yung mga bata naman, dalawa sila, nag-zoom siguro itong dalawang ito. So, okay na rin yung learning space na yan. Hindi naman kailangan masyadong mahal ang learning space. Kaya, yun lang lahat. Thank you po. So, may mga tanong po ba? Sorry po. Lumampas po ako sa oras.
Hindi po. Actually, you still have 30 minutes.
Very good.
Yes, Ma'am Vicky. Although we started 1:30, but then, we have 30 minutes. So, kung may mga tanong.
May mga tanong po ba? Kasi kailangan nating balikan. Kung
Ma'am Vicky, meron pa akong tanong sa'yo.
Yeah, ano po yun? Tanong po.
How did you manage your time? Kasi may mga tanong na, ay, mahirap yun kasi ako ay may trabaho ako. So, how can I attend to my learners now? Ma'am Vicky, you are an apt example of how to manage work and role responsibility to your children. Both of you are superintendents, Sir Roy and you, yet your children are all successful. So how did you manage your time being a mom and being a government employee?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, classmate. Thank you so much, Ma'am Angie. So, Ma'am Angie is a classmate, schoolmate. So thank you very much for that question. Talagang mahirap talaga yun, no? Pero when I was very young, when I was learning, when I was still with my family, yung nag-aaral pa lang ako, nakikita ko yung papa ko. Si papa talaga yung nagtuturo magbasa sa mga kapatid. My father was so busy, no? Kasi mag-uuma man siya, nag-farmer siya, started to work 4 a.m. and end at 7 a.m. after dinner, alas 8 paingon, sa alas 9, naagid siya time na magpabasa sa amo. So that was my inspiration also to manage my time with my kids. So kaya lang, wala pong pandemic noon, pero it was an agreement with Roy and myself na Roy will volunteer to go kahit saan gusto niya, bisag aha daw siya i-assign. Basta ako mabilin lang yun ko sa assignment nga pwede kong mauli permi para maatiman ako ang akong mga anak. So, it was hard. It was really hard to manage time with work and children. Kana mga bata, usay mga kusian pa sila, no? Pero makasabot raman po. Pero, lisod kaayo siya, pero mahimo raman gihapon, Ma'am Angie. Nahimo ra gihapon siya. Magkuan lang kami ni Roy, magbahin lang gid mi sa amo ang trabaho kung naami sa balay. And then, naatod mi time nga, kinahanglan gid nga, naay time para suportahan ang mga bata sa ilang trabaho, ang ilahang school work. So yun lang, siguro ganun lang yun. Every night, mayroong time talagang mag-aral ang mga bata, tinitingnan yung mga assignments nila, just like what others are doing also.
Thank you so much, Ma'am Vicky, kasi kadalasan yun ang mga tanong unsaon ako pagtudlo sa akong anak, ani nga mo ko sa basakan, mo ko sa kaibigan.
Yes, that is the question. Yesterday, that was the question of the captain, and very empathic siya, parang galit na galit siya. Paano yan? Marami kaming trabaho, wala kaming panahon para ganyan. So sinabi ko, that is why I shared na even how difficult, pwede naman tayong gumawa ng paraan. We can always make time for our children dahil mahal natin ang ating mga anak.
Tama po. Thank you po, Ma'am Vicky. May tanong pa?
Kung may tanong, pwedeng sa ano na lang, sa mag-chat, chat na lang. So, yung mga learning space, yun ang tama palaging tinatanong ng mga magulang. Baka daw, natatakot sila, na baka daw maraming yung bibilhin nila, maraming bibilhin. Hindi naman natin sila inoobliga. We do not oblige them to buy gadgets para online kasi pwede namang mag-modular ang mga bata. At hindi naman dapat titingnan ng mga magulang na parang guro na talaga sila na from 8 o'clock to 12 o'clock nagtuturo sila. Yun lang, bigyan lang nila ng suporta yung mga bata na nagbabasa ng kanilang mga modules. Titingnan lang kung pagbalik nila kapag nag-aral, nagtrabaho sila, pagbalik nila, titingnan lang nila kung ano yung nagawa ng mga bata during that day. So scheduling is very important, no? Kasi may mga parents naman na nagtatrabaho talaga. Very important yung kailan matutulog ang mga bata para pagdating nila. Siguro kung gabi na sila dumating, kailangan sa scheduling nila ay nakatulog na ang mga bata in the afternoon para may tulog naman ang mga bata. So yung sleeping time nila ay dapat naka-arrange talaga, dapat naka-schedule talaga para pagdating ng mga magulang, may panahon pa silang magtuturo pa sa kanilang mga anak. So that is why schedule, home schedule, magbibigay naman ng suggested schedule ang mga teachers, pero kailangan i-discuss with the parents according to their availability, kailan ba sila available for in supporting their learning of their children at home.
Salamat po, Ma'am Vicky. That was a very clear explanation. Kung yung support ng parents, ano lang yan, no? Yan ang isa sa mga examples, but a lot. Based on the presentation of Ma'am Vicky, it was well explained. May ano nga dito, may thank you. Basahin ko lang ang paspas kaayo nagdagan ang mga message. Ma'am Vicky, please allow me to read these commendations.
Yes,
Ma'am Vicky, very informative presentation for all of us. Galing ito kay Ma'am Marife Ramos of Cagayan de Oro City.
Thank you, my friend Marife.
Examples are very concrete. Kaya nga sabi ko talagang up example ito si Ma'am Vicky. If we speak about family, and then time management, kasi sabi ni Ma'am Kaling din, Ma'am Catalina, sabi niya, time management talaga. So si Marife is extending her congratulations And thank you daw. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Ang dami, Ma'am
Thank you also for listening, my friends. So, kailangan lang talaga, no?
Dito pa kay Ma'am Farah. Thank you, Ma'am Vicky.
Ma'am Vicky.
Ma'am
Yes,
Farah.
Ma'am Vicky. Thank you.
Your
Congrats.
presentation. So, your presentation is insightful. Ang haba, paspas masyado, Ma'am Vicky. And so, before you close, please allow me to read the certificate of recognition. Elson, are you there? Kindly flash the certificate in which I'm going to read the citation. I will just wait for Elson to flash it.
Yes, ma'am.
Vicky, before you close, may I read to you the citation of the Certificate of Recognition? Republic of the Philippines, Department of Education, Region 10, Northern Mindanao, Zone 1, Upper Balulang, Cagayan de Oro City. Certificate of Recognition is awarded to Dr. Victoria B. Gazo, CESO 5, Schools Division Superintendent, Malaybalay City Division, for her valuable contribution as a resource speaker during the webinar series on capacitating parents on the new learning landscape on July 9 to 10, 2020, presented in Cagayan de Oro City on July 9, 2020, signed Dr. Arturo B. Bayocot, CESO 3 Regional Director. Congratulations po, Ma'am Vicky, and thank you very much for your time.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ma'am Angie. Thank you so much, Angie Art.
Welcome po, Ma'am Vicky. Thank you sa time. Again, let me relay this to you that our chat box is flooded with thank you. Salamat
Yeah,
po.
salamat. Salamat kaayo sa tanan ng mga participants and my friend. Mga friends man gud na sila, G. Manang nagpapansin sila.
Kasi Ma'am Farah,
Ma'am Vicky. Thank you. Thank you.
Ay, thank you, Ma'am Ferry. Thank you for choosing me.
Thank you, Ma'am Vicky.
So I will be having another.
God bless everybody. Bye-bye.
The processor, thank you. Okay, before we will leave the Google Meet, please don't forget to open the link for your attendance. The same link will be used today and tomorrow. So again, no, para sa ato ang mga kaibigan, atong mga partners, ang atong natay link din ha para sa atong attendance. Ato ni siya gamiton today and tomorrow. Bali ugma, dito na po mo sa day 2. Karon din na mo sa day 1 mag-fill out. So ugma, that will be for day 2. So tomorrow, ang atong time will start with the preliminaries at 8 to 8:30, and then mga announcements, no? We'll have a message of ARD Victor G. De Gracia, tapos at exactly 9 o'clock, we will have the first session, 1 in the morning and 1 in the afternoon. So, I hope na nakagyapon ta, kompleto gyapon ng atong attendance, and then ato mga partners from the LG, we appreciate very much your participation here from LG, NGO, DSWD, katong mga federated officers of associations, school governing council and all. I have the list, but this is not complete. Mauranig hatag ni Sir Marino sa ako. In fact, kulangan siya og duha ka divisions, but then again, I hope I have acknowledged everyone. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you kayo sa inyong cooperation. We will go back. Amutan-aon ang mga masinay na miss na mga questions dire. And then, amo ni siyang ansiran o masabuntag during the preliminaries. Okay?
Thank you, Dr. Guaron. Salamat.
Yes, welcome. Have a good time and keep safe. Kay
Yes,
basin ang pala ni COVID-19 ba?
Thank you, Doc Angie. Salamat kayo.
God bless everyone.
Salamat, Ma'am Ampi.
Welcome po,
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye, friends. Remind of the attendance.
Asa naman dahil
tomorrow.
Attendance.
Angie, asa ang link sa attendance?
Please scroll din sa kuan sa ato ang chat box. Please scroll up. Son, may request Elson to pause it again para ma-refresh.
Thank you, friend. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Please, Son, ipaki-post ang link for the attendance about participants.
Yes, ma'am.
We are, by the way, wala pa man mo naghawa. Our viewers sa everyone, We have 444 viewers and 80 shares. Wow, well, that's great. Ang mga previous webinars na na natin mga 50,000 viewers. This is really good. Okay, nanawin. Nabalik na og post.
My friend, I miss you.
Nabisi na si Chief Taling, Ma'am Taling. Nabisi na si Chief.
Regards, everyone.
Rebound, Ma'am Taling. Bye-bye.
Wala na nakita sa Elsa.
Plans under the banner program.
The unseen enemy crept like a thief in the night, smizing cunningly at people in their sleep, and one morning took hostage of humanity by surprise as the coronavirus pandemic continues to spread its ferocious rampage the world over. COVID-19 took the different sectors by storm, and education was no exception.
COVID-19 pandemic shocks the world. We didn't see this coming. We were caught unaware. This has created the new normal, and we have to embrace it by addressing the challenges it brings.
Determined to pursue the delivery of education amidst the COVID-19 pandemic, DepEd Region 10 launched its banner program dubbed as RX Adobe.
The Department of Education, Northern Mindanao, has crafted its learning continuity plans under the banner program RX Adobe, which stands for Region 10 Alternative Delivery of Basic Education. It underscores alternative delivery modes under the remote teaching and learning. The 14 schools division offices of the region have crafted the learning continuity plans anchored on RX Adobe.
Always ready for education emergencies, DepEd Region 10 will continue its tradition of excellence in delivering its services anchored on the department's Sulong Edukalidad program.
As we pivot from access to quality, we have to consider a well-developed curriculum, improved learning environment, upskilled teachers, and take into consideration responsive multi-stakeholders cooperation. All this and more